The Academy laughed at the human transfer, then she broke the entrance exam machine. Examiner Thesix had tested 40,000 candidates across 9 species. None of them had broken his machine. Until the human. She walked into the assessment chamber like she belonged there, which, according to every whisper in the corridor, she didn't. Quinn Reyes, 18 years old. Transfer from some backwater planet called Earth. The first human ever admitted to the Valorian Military Academy. Admitted was generous. Allowed in to fail publicly was more accurate. The other candidates watched from observation decks, mandibles clicking, scales rippling with barely concealed amusement. Vrenna, top-ranked candidate, daughter of a war hero, leaned toward her companions. How long do you think? 2 minutes? 3?
Generous. Humans collapse under pressure. Everyone knows that.
Quinn stood alone in the center of the chamber. Small, soft-skinned, completely unremarkable. Thesix activated the assessment matrix. The examination will measure combat aptitude, tactical reasoning, and stress response. The system adapts to your limits, then pushes beyond them. Most candidates last 9 minutes. The record is 14. Quinn nodded. Got it. You may begin. The first wave was simple. Holographic opponents, basic patterns. Quinn moved through them efficiently. Not gracefully, not impressively, just steady. Vrenna yawned. The second wave increased intensity. The third introduced environmental hazards. The fourth split her attention across multiple threat vectors. Quinn kept going. Minute 9 passed, then 10, 11. Vrenna stopped yawning. At minute 14, Thesix leaned forward. The system was adapting faster now, throwing scenarios designed to overwhelm. Sensory overload, impossible choices. Pain simulation at maximum legal threshold. Quinn's breathing was ragged. Sweat soaked through her uniform. Her hands shook. But she didn't stop. Quick note, you're listening to HFY Sci-Fi Reddit stories. If you're hearing this somewhere else, I'd really appreciate you finding the original. Your support keeps these stories coming. All right, back to it. Minute 17. The system introduced psychological pressure, simulated casualties, failed rescues, impossible saves. Quinn stumbled, fell to one knee, and then she did something the machine had never encountered. She laughed. Not hysteria, not breakdown. Just a short, exhausted sound, like she'd remembered something important. "This is it," she breathed. "This is your worst?" She stood up. The machine threw everything, maximum output. Scenarios cascading so fast the observation deck couldn't track them. Quinn moved through it like water, not fighting the pressure, absorbing it, redirecting it, using the chaos as fuel. At minute 23, the assessment matrix overloaded. Thesix stared at his console. Red warnings flashing, system requesting manual restart. "It's not designed for this," he said quietly. The stress curve assumes candidates break. She didn't break. The machine couldn't calculate a ceiling because she never gave it one. Vrenna's voice was hoarse. "That's impossible. No species has unlimited stress tolerance." "Correct." Thesix turned to face her. "But humans don't have unlimited tolerance. They have something else." He pulled up Quinn's biometrics, heart rate, cortisol levels, neural activity. All redlined, all screaming that her body wanted to quit. She hadn't quit. "They call it pushing through," Thesix said. "Their bodies say stop, their minds say stop. But somewhere deeper, something refuses. They break themselves rather than give up." He looked back at Quinn, still standing in the center of the chamber, chest heaving. The machine couldn't find her limit because she wouldn't let herself have one. Quinn finally looked up at the observation deck, at Vrenna, at all of them. She didn't gloat, didn't smirk. She just shrugged. "Where I come from," she said, voice raw, "we don't really do quit. Figured you should know that up front." Vrenna said nothing, but when Quinn walked out of that chamber, no one laughed. And when the rankings posted the next morning, Quinn Reyes sat at the top. Not because she was the strongest or the fastest, because she was the only one the machine couldn't finish testing. The Academy spent 3 weeks upgrading their assessment matrix, added new parameters, extended the stress ceiling by 400%. Quinn broke it again the following semester. This time she apologized. Nobody believed she meant it. Maybe that's what makes us human, showing up when it matters most.